let's talk about the money habits that keep you broke and how you can escape them before it gets too late. Now, these are the habits that keeps us away from becoming wealthy in our life. So the number one habit is lifestyle inflation, which is also a silent wealth killer. Now, what happens as our income increases, we increase our lifestyle expenses as well. Why? Because we want to live a luxurious life. We want to show it to the world that we are earning more. Our income has increased. Now, this is what makes you poor. You will never be able to rise up to the ladder in terms of gaining wealth. So always try to control your expenses as your income increases. Why? Because it prevents savings. You will not be able to save. So the money which you're getting more every year as increment, try to put that money in investment. Save that money and invest in mutual funds, stocks, or any assets which you like. Normally, youngsters just go for iPhones and costly gadgets. They can use that amount to let the money compound for themselves. So it's better not to upgrade your phone, car, or your lifestyle expenses, such as going for expensive dinners. Well, occasionally it is good, but not make it a lifestyle change. Wealth requires growth, and growth requires discipline. You need to maintain modest spending and invest the difference to let it compound and grow wealth. This is how you're going to make sure that you are becoming wealthy. The second habit is impulsive spending. Once you go to a mall or a shopping complex, you just go and buy anything which you like, which is impulsive without even thinking whether you require it or not. Now, this is very common in all the youngsters and even people who are grown ups. They just go and buy anything they like, anything they come across. Oh, yes, I need this also. I need that also. But this is something which should be avoided. You should avoid emotional purchases. Why? Because it will erode your financial goals. Impulsive spending driven by emotions, marketing tactics, and feeling of, left out is something which encourages you to go and buy anything. The young professionals buy discounted or trendy products without realizing their budget. These small purchases seem harmless, but over a period of time, they accumulate to significant losses. So you need to build awareness and set up spending limits to curb impulsive habits. You have to have a discipline which empowers you to prioritize long term financial goals over short term desires. That is going to make you a wealthy person. Habit number three is credit card misuse. We are all messed up with our credit cards. We use credit cards for anything and everything that comes across, but that is not good. Why? Because credit card creates a vicious cycle of debt which you're not able to come out. Once you start spending and making payments, you will realize that the credit card debt never ends. Why? Because there are so much of interest that gets charged without even us realizing it. So credit card misuse is like an iceberg. The only minimum payment is visible, but so much of hidden charges are behind. High rate interest, 30 to 40%, which are compounding your debt rapidly, trapping you in a cycle of owing more than what you earn. So try to manage your credit card and not mismanage it because it will eventually make you poor. Habit number four, which is ignoring investment and letting your inflation eat your savings. Now, what happens? Normally, people save money, but they use that savings to invest in an asset which does not give them enough returns. On an average, there is around 4 to 6% of inflation. And just imagine if you're making an investment in a product that gives you similar rate of interest, Would you gain anything over a period of time? No. The inflation of 6% will eat your return of 6% which you're getting on any investment. So it's better to invest in any asset or investment option which offers you more rate of interest than inflation. It could be stocks, it could be mutual funds, or maybe gold. So that's it how you need to look on these aspects in order to make yourself a wealthy person in the future. So we already talked about a lot of options to save and invest. My habit number 5 is to ignore tracking and budgeting. We do not track what we spend. And what happens at the end? We have no clue where the money went. In just 2 or 3 days, our entire salary goes out. And after 3 days, we realize that, oh, there is nothing to spend now. So tracking of your money is very, very important. You need to monitor your income and expenses, your money slips. Where are they? What are they getting into? You also need to make monthly expenses. That is a budget. How much your money you're getting and how much money you're spending, how much money you're saving. So budgeting is an awareness. It reveals your spending pattern and savings, the opportunities which you can save later. So always empower yourself to make a budget and also track your unnecessary expenses. There are so many beautiful apps available in the market today which will help you to monitor your cash flow, regain control over your expenses, avoid debt, and allocate funds effectively towards your investment goals. Habit number 6, which you need to ignore, is to have a wrong peer influence. Many a times we get influenced by what our friends, our family members, and the society is doing. But somewhere we tend to realize that if you are in a group of people who are lavish spenders, you are in a wrong group. So you need to be a disciplined investor. Find a peer, a friend, a colleague, a family member who is good in investment and is saving a lot of money. Learn from him or her to become a disciplined investor by focusing on your personal financial goals, by celebrating quiet discipline over showing off, building wealth with sustainability over time, and avoiding social comparison traps would potentially put you down, not only with yourself, but also in front of people. Habit number 7 is to delay any financial planning. Well, the most important part of building wealth is to plan your finances. So procrastination will cost you valuable compounding. That is the amount of money you would get after retirement. So it's better to plan now and start investing. Also, not to have an insurance exposes your family to vulnerability in case you are not there. And it's a big financial risk. Also, postponing your investment reduces your potential corpus and brings you under threat of being a poor person. Now, trying time is something which is the biggest friend of you if you want to invest money early on in your career. The more time you give, the more compounding happens and the more wealth you create. So start today, leverage time, secure protection, and build a comfortable future. A habit number 8 is to learn from your mistakes and become a learner of finances all your life. Try to live beyond your means to create saving surplus. Automate your monthly savings into investment options through SIPs to get the benefit of law of compounding, which is the eighth wonder of the world. The more you save, the more time you give, the more compounding happens and the more wealth you're going to create. Regularly track expenses to maintain awareness and control. Budget and build